Next Oprah.
Do all of you remember our old best friend, Diana Rosenfeld, who weighed over 600 pounds? We've been tracking Diana's weight loss story now for the past 2 years, and we keep getting calls and letters asking how much weight Diana has lost. And the big question everybody wanted an answer to was, how did she lose the weight? Today, we are going to meet our new best friend and much thinner, Diana Rosenfeld, find out the good news and the bad news about her tremendous weight loss. It's all next right here on the Maury Povich Show. Thank you. Now, when we first met Diana Rosenfeld, she needed an oversized wheelchair and a freight elevator just to make it into our studio. She had to sit in this large love seat. She could not sit in a chair. But even at over 600 pounds then, Diana was determined to come on our show and tell everybody how she was going to lose weight, because that was going to save her life. She also promised that she would be back to show off a new, healthy, thinner Diana. This is how Diana Rosenfeld looked over 2 years ago. At her heaviest, she weighed 641 pounds and felt like her life was out of control. Just getting around had become a major production, and she tried just about everything to lose weight.
I have been under hypnosis. They told me I wouldn't like pastries. Years ago, there was a diet called Calories Don't Count.
Diana was desperate. She had to do something. And her motivation?
I have a son that I want to see grow up.
Finally, she found the Lindora Clinic. And as part of their weight loss program, she weighed in every day at the local post office.
So let's do this, guys.
537.
537.
It was working. Diana's last-ditch diet was paying off. And when Diana first appeared on our show, it was very emotional for her.
Wait.
But Diana had declared war, and this was her battle cry.
I am too pretty, too sexy, and I love myself too much to be fat anymore.
6 months later, Diana was back with us. So please welcome back 212 pounds slimmer Diana Rosenfeld. Clearly on her way to achieving 3 goals.
My goal is to weigh 150 pounds, sit in one seat on the airplane, and dance with my husband in my living room.
And the next time I saw Diana, I was really in for a shock. She has lost 300 pounds. Diana Rosenfeld. Well, Diana reached 2 of her goals. She danced with her husband and finally sat in one seat on the airplane. It's been over a year now since I've seen her, and I know she's gone through a lot, including painful surgery in order to lose more weight. I remember Diana well when she was 621 pounds, 409 pounds, and 316 pounds. I wonder what she looks like now. Well, that was the old Diana, and I haven't seen her since she came to our studio today on this trip to New York. Now, everyone, let's please welcome the new Diana Rosenfeld.
Surprise.
Stand up.
Hi!
I can't believe this.
I can do that.
I don't know.
I couldn't do that before.
You could never do that.
You all take this for granted. This was a treat for me.
The last time you came here, you filled up this entire love seat. And now just 2 lovers here.
Don't tell Connie and I won't tell Bruce.
Okay. I can't believe this. I mean, this is remarkable. 2 years, that's all.
A little more than 2 years. And I'm still going. I'm not finished yet.
No, let's stop it. Let's just cut it off.
No. I'm not there yet.
Well, let's start out this way. You got on the scale this morning?
No, I didn't.
Yesterday?
No, haven't gotten on the scale since Thursday.
Okay, Thursday, what did you weigh?
208.
208. From 641 to 208. I know the name. I don't know if I know the woman. You are completely different.
Yes, I am.
You know, at 400, you still look like the same person I saw at 600.
Right.
And at 300, there were of course, you had done terrific. But now, the last 100 and some, it's been terrific.
Well, each time I lose a little bit more, there's another change. And it's really fun when you have to go into the closet and say, oh, this is a fat dress or a fat, and out it goes. Right. I have to get rid of all the old clothes because they don't work. Now,
let's talk about the other things you can do now that you could never do before. I mean, you talked about crossing your legs. I mean, that was a difficult thing for you to do.
I've never in my life ever crossed my legs until recently.
Really? Now, what else are you able to do? For instance, I heard that you couldn't put on your shoes, could you?
No. Nathan had to buckle my shoes.
Your son?
And now, I buckle my own shoes. I tie my own tennis shoes. And it was really funny the day that I first discovered that. I didn't even realize what I was doing, and I just kind of bent down, and I was tying, and all of a sudden I start laughing. And Bruce goes, what are you laughing about? I says, well, I just tied my tennis shoes. He said, so? I said, Bruce, I haven't tied my tennis shoes like this in years. And so then he starts laughing. So it was really, really funny. So, I mean, people take those type of things for granted, but when you haven't done those in 20 years, it's marvelous.
Now, I mean, you have a job?
Yes, I work for H&R Block and run all over the place. When we say we have a job,
we all have jobs, but you don't understand. You couldn't leave your house, could you?
No.
You couldn't get out of your house?
No.
You couldn't get into a car?
No. Now I take the car all the time.
You couldn't, when you came the first time, we had to have 2 airplane seats for you.
Right. And this time I had 1 seat, and you know that little tray, and I kept thinking, oh God, is that tray gonna come down? And I dropped the tray down and there was room, and I went, ooh. Yeah. And you know, the guy thought I was nuts next to me, but that was okay. I didn't really care what he thought, but I was quite ecstatic about it. It was really neat. Yeah. I enjoyed it.
Now, we've talked about all these great things that are happening to you, but there's been some great changes in your family, and not all of them what we would call good changes.
No.
So let's see how your husband, Bruce, and your son, Nathan, are adjusting to the new, thinner Diana. Everyone, please welcome Nathan and Bruce Rosenfeld. Please. Good to see you. Hey, Bruce. Good to see you today. Thanks so much for coming. Have a seat. Okay. Now, there have been some changes. Nathan, I understand your family's gone through some difficult adjustment periods, all because of what Diana, or I assume, because Diana has gone through. You've been hospitalized the last year?
Yes, I've been hospitalized 2 times, Maury. The first time I was feeling suicidal.
Suicidal?
Suicidal. I don't directly relate it to my mom's weight loss, but I think that could have added a little bit.
Let's pause right there. How did that happen?
Well, basically, I started stressing out about everything.
Well, for instance, before, when your mother weighed all this, and we were talking about, and she was just saying, you had to put her shoes on for her, didn't you? You had to do a lot of things for her, didn't you?
I had to obey her every whim. I was her little servant boy.
Right. And you liked that, didn't you?
I guess I did.
Right. Because this is the way you've changed, Nathan. I'm going to show everybody a picture of Nathan when he was here one of the previous times with his mother and father. And just outwardly, the changes in you have been unbelievable. Here's the way you are. You have a coat and tie on. Look at your hair, right? This is you were 13 or 14 years old. And now, Nathan, what's going on?
He's taller than I am, and he won't leave me alone.
Yeah, but what about the hair? What did you do this for? Huh?
I just like my hair short like this. I don't like long hair.
Now, you mentioned the suicide.
Yes.
I mean, are you just being dramatic, or can you tell us?
It came to the point where I had it planned out.
What do you mean? Tell me about the plan.
Basically, I wanted to get a hold of this drug called lidocaine, which is used in surgeries. And what happens is when a person's heart rate goes down and it starts getting erratic, basically they inject this to stabilize the heart condition. And if a person isn't having any problems with their hearts, it would kill them.
Uh-huh. So you were planning to take this?
Yes.
Because you were stressed out? I
was stressed out beyond all belief.
Right. And you were also, there was a lot of change in your behavior in a different way, wasn't there?
Yes. I also went to the hospital a second time, and the second time I was getting very violent towards my father, almost to the point of being homicidal. We get into big fights.
Physical fights?
Physical. We would choke each other. We would threaten to kill each other. I would try and twist his legs to the point of almost breaking them.
This is while your mother is going from 600 pounds to 200 pounds. Mm-hmm. All these problems are cropping up in your life.
Yep.
Bruce, is it true?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is, Maury.
My gosh, I just can't imagine this. I mean, you two were the most supportive people that I can imagine.
We do support my mom.
Still?
Yeah, both of us still support her. It's just
what
each
it
other
is,
we have a problem
it's
with.
a subconscious thing, because if you want to get dramatic, I have totally taken the family roles and upheavaled everything.
Right.
And they don't have the roles anymore, that I don't need their help. I mean, I came into New York by myself. I left them alone. I can go around by myself. I don't need assistance anymore. And the two of them don't have a job anymore. It's a different type of thing. I can do what I want to do and not worry about what they want me to do. I just do what I want to do.
Would you rather have the old Diana here, Bruce?
No. I'd rather have the new Diana.
And now you see Diana, she's gone out, and she's being recognized by other people. Men are looking at her. Are you getting a little jealous?
Sure.
You are?
Yeah.
You smile, but it's true, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Huh?
Yes, it is.
How about your romantic lives? Have they changed at all?
Well, since the surgery, Bruce thinks I'm his Barbie doll, and he thinks he can have sex all the time, and Diana keeps going, would you leave me alone? I'm not used to this. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, when you're not used to all this attention, you know?
What are you saying now? You just don't want to do it as much?
Well, excuse me, but, you know, we've been married for 20 years, and I wasn't used to all this attention, and it's funny because I take it as a compliment, but now, if I'm not in the mood, I have no problem with saying, no, I'm not ready. Leave me alone.
Right.
And he has to respect my wishes. And then he gets frisky in front of Nathan, and Nathan is going,
That's
bitch, you're a pervert.
It took Diana 2 years to lose over 400 pounds. But thanks to a miracle of modern science, she was able at one time, on one day, 24-hour period, well, not even that much, in 2 hours, she lost 23 pounds. You'll see it all on tape when we come back. It's remarkable.
Since Maxwell House Light gives you the rich taste of Maxwell House coffee, but with half the caffeine, you may want to get a bigger cup. Maxwell House Light, also an instant and good to the last drop.
The bigger your corn gets, the smaller and more painful your shoe feels. Dr. Scholl's corn removers quickly cushion the pain. Then they're guaranteed to dissolve the corn. So buy Dr. Scholl's corn removers and get back into things.
I think kids today need to learn responsibility. Mine have dish night, and they do a great job. So there's no food like little tomato seeds left stuck on the plates. They always pre-rinse, and they never overload.
No matter who does the dishes, Cascade does the dirty work. Dishes washed without sheeting action are left looking dirty, but Cascade with sheeting action gets them so clean they're virtually spotless.
Perfect. Every night should be dish night.
Let's talk washers and dryers, not those undersized, out-of-order, quarter-eating kids running around a hot, nasty laundromat kind of machines. Bobby, don't you put that in the dryer. I'm talking about name brand, multi-cycle, privacy of your own home. Do your dirty laundry anytime you feel like it. Washer dryers, like you get at your Get It Today store, RTO, rent to own. Right now, RTO's got a washer-dryer combo for only $18.99 a week. Free delivery today, $18.99. Look us up in the white pages under RTO.
There could be a dangerous killer lurking in your home without your knowledge. I'm Jane Hershep. Carbon monoxide is a toxic, invisible, colorless, odorless gas that can attack us in our homes. And because it's a silent killer, we usually get no warning until it becomes a health problem. On Liveline, we'll talk with a respiratory therapist about what can be done to treat the problem, and we'll meet a woman who survived carbon monoxide poisoning. We'll take your questions about this deadly, quiet killer on Liveline Friday at noon. Join us.
Now, that was the old Diana at over 500 pounds. She at one time was 600 and some pounds, 640 to be exact. Now, once again, please welcome the new Diana in that oversized wheelchair that she needed for the very first time on this show. How about this? I mean, this is big. I mean, this is the Cadillac of wheelchairs here. I mean, this is huge. I mean, this is like a truck. You've made more appearances on this show than I have, Diana. Any other walk-ons you want to do? Anyhow, we all think that that's it for Diana. You lose 425 pounds, your body is in great shape. But really, you faced another big problem as you were reducing yourself to this figure. There was some, what would we call it, excess baggage that just didn't come off?
Actually, it was called excess skin, Maury, and it was in the form of an apron. When somebody's tummy is out to here, and when you sit, of course, you have to sit like this for it to sit here and accommodate down into here.
That's even when you were losing this weight,
yes.
You still have this huge apron of skin.
The huge apron, and it went down at the very end, about to here.
So it just kind of flopped to your knees.
Oh, it flopped and it smelled, and I had to have it taken away because it was unhealthy.
Unhealthy. So we followed Diana to the hospital for her surgery to remove the excessive skin. Now, I want to make sure, I want everybody to take a minute here, because the tape you're about to see is very graphic. Some of you might not want to watch this, but for those who do, we'll see the doctor examine Diana's stomach before surgery, mark the areas he plans to remove, and explain the process.
All right, Diana, I'm just going to basically show you what we'll be doing tomorrow during your surgery, which will last approximately 3.5 to 4 hours. I'll have you stand up at this point, and I'll draw out exactly what we'll be doing so you have a good idea on how much tissue we'll be removing and what the basics is going to be tomorrow. Now, in this area, most likely you'll have a hernia that'll have to be repaired. Once you were 400, 500 pounds, your stomach muscles were way out here. Mm-hmm. We'll sew that muscle in the midline, mm-hmm. which now will flatten your stomach pretty well. It'll also correct the hernias that you have here.
Okay.
But we'll also be removing your umbilical cord here and repositioning it into a new position.
I have a normal biffy.
I'm going to be making a line all the way here, all the way across the bottom.
Okay.
Okay, coming out all the way across this side. Okay, now you can drop that. And now I'm going to be coming across the anterior part of the stomach here. And again, now all of this down here will be removed. So about 40 pounds of tissue right here will be removed.
I know it may not look too pretty, but this was a very exciting moment for me. I had finally lost enough weight so that it was necessary to have the excess skin removed. It was a major turning point. It was a day I looked forward to. The next morning, I went to the hospital around 5 a.m. I wasn't nervous. I knew this was another step forward, another step in my journey towards being lean for life. One of the first things I did after checking in was put my affirmations up on the wall of my room. Then I listened to my mental training tapes, the ones that helped me prepare for surgery. I imagined myself a beautiful snake that was going to shed this excess skin for new skin. And then it was time. I had no fear. I knew that in a few hours I would be even closer to my goal of weighing 150 pounds. Once Dr. Michael Nicoli and the surgical team began, I don't remember much, but the TV crew tells me I was a very good patient. Two and a half hours later, it was over. And when I woke up, there were TV cameras and reporters all over the place.
Other than feeling drunk, I feel fine.
Yeah, everything went perfect. We anticipated about a 4-hour operation. It took about 2.5 hours. Everything went excellent.
I am truly a new person. I can actually take a walk on the beach and feel free and alive. To just bend down and pick up a seashell is a simple pleasure I haven't been able to do in a long, long time. And to actually ride a bicycle, to enjoy a day out with my family, is a blessing that I will never take for granted. I thank God for having made it this far, and I'm still going.
How about that? What do we see here now?
Huh?
What do we see here now?
A
We
waist.
saw the skin before. What do we see here? Do we see sutures? Do we see stitches? Stitches? Do we see scars?
I was cut from hip to hip,
Yeah.
and it goes like a bikini cut. And that's all it is, and then my belly button's in a normal
And
spot.
this is all nice and flat.
Mm-hmm. I don't wear a girdle.
You don't wear a girdle?
No, that's me.
It is. I think it is.
Come back here. No.
Right? I think it is.
What?
I think that's right. I mean, pantyhose, that's it, right?
That's it.
That's pretty good, I'll tell you. Do you like that or not?
I love it.
You love it? I would hope you would love it, Bruce.
If he didn't know, well, it's too late now.
But what you don't like is the fact that guys like me like it.
Whoa!
That's true.
That's what you don't like about it. Now then, this is what Diana is always thinking, because now this 23 pounds of skin was removed. But you still were thinking about other people, weren't you? Where did this skin go?
I went to 5 different places. Vicariously, I went all over the country. Some of it went to the University of Texas at Austin.
This is for skin for burn?
research. All my skin was used for research, because being able to do research on live skin is something that they don't get very often. So I was really, really excited. It went to the American Cancer Society for research. There was a School of Pharmacology that used it for research on the aging process.
I could see, you know, Diana's skin being flown all over the country like FedEx. I mean, it was being flown out.
But my favorite one was mobile oil.
Mobile oil.
It went there so that they could find out how the skin absorbed the toxic substances. Now, you have to realize that Bruce, in the military, was a nuclear, biological, and chemical warfare specialist, so I understood exactly what they were going to do.
Right.
So it was really quite exciting to know that because of this process that it had helped for research for other things, and they can grow more skin from the new skin.
Remember this little outfit you had on?
Yeah.
Remember this smock here?
Yeah.
Right. Now, I want to tell you something. That's how big that smock was. Now, they're going to get into this. The three of them are going to try to get into this. All right?
Me first. Ladies before gentlemen.
All right. Let's see.
I'm going to be the right arm.
Let's see if three of them can get into it today.
Piece of cake.
Yeah? Well, I don't know. Nathan's gained a little bit. We'll talk about that later on, whether there's a little transference going on here. Oh, my golly, the three of you can get in. How about that? Next, Diana surprises one of our viewers who she inspired to start losing weight. Do you remember Happy?
Some children are ashamed to face the world. They were born with facial deformities. So SuperValue has joined Listerine and Efferdent in support of Operation Smile. Their volunteer doctors perform free reconstructive surgery, restoring smiles and lives for children like this. You can help too. Save up to 85 cents on Listerine, Cool Mint Listerine, or Efferdent at SuperValue. Your purchase will help fund Operation Smile, changing the world one smile at a time.
Bring the family and join the fun with big savings on denim and more during Country Western Days at Value City. Including men's Levi's 5-pocket denim shorts and jeans, not $48 to $52, shorts $16.99, jeans $24.99. Men's Lee 5-pocket denim jeans, not $32, only $19.99. And men's Dickies white denim jeans, Britannia relaxed and classic fit jeans, and Wrangler Stonewash denim jeans, not $26, your choice, only $12.99. During Country Western Days at Value City department stores.
Windows, windows, windows. Save, save, save. If you've needed windows in your home but didn't want to mortgage the house, call Advanced Window Wholesalers at 456-4600. Only $159 per window. Our windows are solid vinyl, have thermal double pane glass, and even tilt-in sashes for easy in-home cleaning. Everything you need in a replacement window for only $159.
The only way to get them cheaper is to steal them.
Call Advanced Window Wholesalers at 456-4600 and save.
There are jobs out there.
Good jobs.
In electronics,
robotics, and computers.
I couldn't get my foot in the door.
Not even an interview.
Until I got my degree in electronics
from ITT Tech. ITT Tech.
ITT Tech.
That was the key.
That opened the door for this job.
For this job.
For this job. For this job.
Could a degree from ITT Technical Institute open doors for you? Call 1-800-942-0088 for more information.
Zero, nada, nothing till 1995. Today, shop Leith Furniture's Zero Means Nothing sale and pay nothing for 1 full year. No down payment, no interest payment, no monthly payment, no nothing for 1 full year. After the end of your 1-year period, you can finance your balance with up to 4 years to pay. Leith Furniture's Zero Means Nothing sale. Pay nothing for 1 full year. Right now at Leith Furniture.
I am too pretty, too sexy, and I love myself too much to be fat anymore.
I am too pretty, too sexy, and I love myself to be fat anymore.
You betcha.
Okay. When Diana came on our show, she had no idea what an inspiration she had become to others, especially to one of our viewers. Happy Lucan weighed over 600 pounds and was confined to her bed when she saw Diana Rosenfeld on our show.
When I saw her, and I was able, I don't know, I was able to come out of my shame. Yeah. And it was at that point that I really started trying to find a hospital or something to help me lose this weight.
Well, Diana helped Happy by talking to her on our show, and we were able to help find a hospital in Boston that would take her. Happy has been in the hospital now for 6 months and has lost over 100 pounds. But it's been a struggle every day. So we decided to give Happy a boost with a surprise visit from Diana, whom she had never met.
Diana! Diana, you look so gorgeous. Thank you. Oh my God. This is like a dream come true.
You want to tell the group who we have here? Not everybody knows.
I would be in my room. I would be locked in my room if it wasn't for this woman. I'm telling you.
Diana was an inspiration to all of the patients in the hospital's obesity program, but especially to Happy.
How much have you lost?
416 pounds. It's still going.
That's wonderful. Wonderful. Maury, thank you so much. My God, this is so wonderful. I'm telling you, I'm here 6 months, and I was kind of, you know, getting down and saying, oh my God, I got to stay here longer. And I'm telling you, this really gave me a lift. This gave me a super lift. You're a wonderful man. Thank you. I appreciate it a lot.
Well, thank you. That's our friend Happy. And we're kind of tracking Happy's development, too. And we'll bring you up to date from time to time on Happy. That's the latest that we've seen from Happy, and she's lost 120-some pounds. So isn't that great? And it makes you feel great, I'm sure.
Yes, it does.
Okay. You are a role model now to a lot of people. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want any backsliding going on. Huh? Has there been any backsliding? Has it been a constant move downward? Or as we all know, aren't there a lot of plateaus you reach when it comes to losing weight?
Yes, because I have body memories that I'm not aware of. But what I was doing is rationalizing when I was mad at Bruce. Instead of eating junk food, I was eating Dr. Stamper's protein bars and binding myself up real good.
Right. Well, what's going to happen is that we're going to talk about Diana's diet because everybody wants to know, okay, how did you do it, Diana? I mean, you're only talking about 23 pounds of skin that was removed. The other 400 had to come from a diet, and we're going to talk about that diet. It's a very controversial diet. But when we come back, Diana goes Hollywood after this.
A promotional fee has been provided.
Terrifying. 13 million kids are dying year in and year out. 35,000 a day. That's terrifying. It's up to each of us to reach them before hunger and disease kills one more. They cannot be beyond reach, not as long as there are people on this earth who still have hearts, not as long as there's an organization known as Child Reach. If anyone can reach them before it's too late, Child Reach can and does. With your help, they could reach them in 26 struggling countries with the tools for survival. Our children come from proud families, families that want to work more than anything. That's what makes Child Reach different. They work with the entire family and the community to get them standing on their own 2 feet. And you can do something now just by calling Child Reach and sponsoring a little child for $22. $22 a month will make the difference between life in a festering slum and a safe, clean home. Between life on scraps of garbage and nutritious meals. Between life-taking illnesses and life-giving medical attention. Between life and death. I'm Katharine Hepburn, and in case you're wondering if $22 a month can really do any good, just wait. Wait till you hear how much of that money helped change the future of the boy or girl you sponsored. If that isn't reason enough to call, I don't know what is.
Graduating from high school, changing careers, International Business College has been providing excellent business educational opportunities since 1889. International offers career programs in as little as 8 months in medical assisting, retailing, paralegal work, accounting, graphic design, administrative assisting, legal secretarial, travel and hospitality, computer applications and programming. Receive your associate's degree or diploma and take advantage of IBC's outstanding record of professional placement assistance for alumni. If you're interested in building a new career, International Business College can open new doors for you.
For a fact that our next guest, Michael DeCesare, is the hairstylist to the stars. Now, some of his clients include Kirstie Alley, Sharon Gless, Maria Shriver, Rue McClanahan, and Mary Lou Henner. And for the last 8 years, he's been the stylist for all those guest stars on the David Letterman show. He also is my hairstylist. Now, how's my hair today, Michael?
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yes.
Well, I got a little
Tilly got his hands in it.
Don't put your hands in it.
Don't put my hands in it, right. This means half the world thinks I wear a wig. Would you tell everybody I do not wear a wig?
Do you guys think that Maury wears a wig?
Some people do.
No. Who thinks his hair looks great?
Now. And there is absolutely no reason for Michael to be on the show except for the fact that you added somebody to your list of stars.
I added Diana Rosenfeld, Maury.
You did?
Absolutely.
Well, how did this all happen?
I think it was she's the most inspiring person I've ever met in my life. It was the first time I met her here when she came to do your show, when they brought the love seat into the makeup room, and I realized that this woman weighed 600 and something pounds. And I realized that, you know what? I know what it's like to try to lose 5 or 10 pounds. This woman had to lose and wanted to lose that much weight. And your interest in her inspired my interest in her as well.
So, Diana, I mean, you've come a long way from weighing in on a set of scales of a post office on national television to now, right? Mm-hmm. But now, you're a star of a big national television infomercial. Watch.
And that reminds me of a very special guest we had on the Maury Povich show recently. She had lost over 300 pounds
300?
since the year before when we had her on. She weighed 600 pounds.
Wow.
She has an incredible story. Let's take a look.
The second time I was on the Maury show, Michael was able to do my hair, and I was really tickled because I have very fine, thin hair, and he was able to take this thin hair and make it look a lot more than what I really had, and it was fun to watch him create in front of my own eyes and transform me from this very different person.
Now, I didn't realize, but we just gave a big plug for Michael DeCesare's infomercial, didn't we? We just gave a big plug for this with all your hair products.
The big plug, actually, more than the hair products, I do have a styling system that I've developed, but the point was that Diana inspired me enough to ask her to be part of that. That my whole system is to teach people how they can look their best and put their best look forward. And there is no one that understood that more than Diana, because she told me when she came back to your show, Liz, the producer, called me and said that she has a request. And one of the requests were that she could dance with her husband on the show and that Maury's hair guy could do her hair. And you know what? She's got a hairdresser for life here.
She does.
Because I was able to take her over the weekend and I changed her image completely. I work with her on her clothing. I work with her on everything from the top of her hair to her feet to really allow her to put herself forward.
Now, does your hair change as you lose weight or not?
Your hair suffers. I mean, your hair is protein, and however you take care of your body, your skin and your hair are going to really have those effects. That constant weight up and down caused her hair to be thinner than you could ever imagine. I mean, you need to use a hairpiece in her hair. I have her now willing to work with me the next 8 months till she's back again at Goal, where she will learn how to handle her hair and her makeup in a way that she can make her own makeovers. Hair people can do that kind of stuff. Makeup artists can make you look wonderful, but it's about being able to do yourself at home. And that's what I'm teaching her, with the least amount of stress in her hair, while the doctors and she work on the inside. I'm trying to help her with the outside.
Okay, and talk about the inside. Diana's doctor gives us the answer to the question that we've all been asking. How do you lose? How did Diana lose over 400 pounds? After this.
with air fresheners that seem perfumey and artificial? Then try new Airwick Botanicals. Airwick Botanicals are made with pure botanical extracts, so they're effective and fresh-smelling. Botanicals are one air freshener that really refreshes the air. So wave goodbye to your old air freshener and try new Airwick Botanicals, the refreshing air freshener.
Here's some of the germy parts you can clean with Liquid Lever 2000. Pokey parts and parts that explore. Playful parts and parts that do chores. Parts that you suck on or stick in your ear. Parts that hold on to the parts you hold dear. Liquid Lever 2000. It not only kills germs, it helps keep germs from coming back. So it's as good for parts that go roaming as it is for parts that stay home. Liquid Lever 2000. The antibacterial liquid that's better for your skin and all your 2,000 parts.
Mrs. Butterworth, you're the slowest person I ever met.
Well, Timothy, maybe that's because my original syrup is so deliciously thick and rich. It takes more time to pour than maple syrup. See?
Please hurry, Mrs. Butterworth. I can't wait.
What did I tell you? My thick and rich syrup does take a little more time, doesn't it?
Sure does, Mrs. Butterworth, but you're really worth it.
And don't forget my light syrup.
If I had a remembrance book.
I'm Karen Grassley. I played Carolyn Ingalls in Little House on the Prairie. In real life, I'm a mother of a wonderful little girl. And it's as a mom that I want to talk to you about the best of Little House on the Prairie, a new video collection from Time Life. It starts with our premiere movie for only $9.99. More of our very best episodes will follow every other month at the regular price.
Call now and you'll receive this special video about Michael Landon, free when you use your credit card.
Love each other, care about each other. It's the gift of love that's the greatest gift of all.
Call today and start your Best of Little House collection for just $9.99. Then come visit us at the Little House whenever you want. Call now.
To order, call 1-800-861-9100. Use your credit card and receive your Michael Landon video or send $9.99 plus $3.43 shipping and handling to Little House, Department 1, Richmond, Virginia 23280.
He was a rookie in the FBI. She was his mistress and secret informer. Their affair was perfect until the night he decided to kill her.
And all there was just some little bones. We didn't have a body.
On the next Maury Povich show, in an exclusive interview, this woman goes face to face with the man who murdered her sister.
I couldn't look at her because I was so disgusted with myself.
Did she deserve to die like this?
My mindset at that time was just complete panic.
On the next Maury. Now, to answer the big question, how did Diana lose over 400 pounds? Dr. Marshall Stamper of the Lindora Clinics in California is here. Now, our viewers have been writing and calling to find out how Diana lost all this weight, so let's start at the beginning. The first time you saw her, doctor, what'd you say to her?
Maury, I looked over at Diana, the largest woman I'd ever seen in my life, sitting in a huge wheelchair. And I knew I had to be out of my usual bedside manner. So I stalked over the room, put my face in Diana's, and very gruffly asked, Diana, are you going to be the type of person that gives you pallbearers a hernia?
So you were telling her she was going to die and that her pallbearers were going to get a hernia carrying her?
Essentially, yes. See, all dieters hate their fat. And they instinctively create a defensive barrier to protect their feelings. Now, if that barrier isn't penetrated, they're not going to accept advice, counseling.
So psychologically, you started to penetrate that. Now, physically, what kind of a diet did you put her on? Because as I understand it, it's controversial.
There's only one type of diet for someone like Diana, or for someone like myself if I wanted to lose 3 pounds. But the name of it is ketosis. Why it's controversial? I don't know.
Well, it's controversial because the essence, as I understand it, is that in order to lose weight, you burn fat, correct?
Correct.
All right. A lot of people say that the way to lose weight, to burn up things, is to eat a lot of carbohydrates. You say, absolutely not. That's not true. The less carbohydrates, the better. Is that right?
Now, Ketosis is a reflection of the carbohydrate level. If carbohydrates are too high, you're not going to be in ketosis. Therefore, the restriction of carbohydrates is absolutely essential.
So what did you put her on?
I put her on a low-calorie diet, essentially ranging around 600 to 900 calories.
A day?
A day, designed to keep her carbohydrate level under 100 grams.
That's against most diets, you know that.
I know.
I mean, that's no pasta, no, I mean, you know, we want to eat pasta, we want to eat potatoes, we want to eat all those other things. We want to put these carbohydrates that are non-fattening and that will burn up calories.
I'm very aware of that, Maury, because I was taught in medical school 2 things. All a dieter has to do is eat less and exercise more. Diana knew that, it hadn't worked.
Yeah, but here's the deal. If you put her on 600 to 900 calories a day, doesn't she get weak?
Well, that's what everybody thinks. They come in, they almost have tears in their eyes on my first consultation. But doctor, I can't live on that. And I look them right in the eye and I say, but remember now, you're not going to be living on that. And Dinah remembers this. You're on the 500 or 600 to 900 calories ingested per day. But in ketosis, the body becomes a fat-burning machine. And for every pound of fat Dinah lost, there's 3,500 calories released for energy.
Now, how long did you have this diet on? She's still on the same diet?
Absolutely.
You haven't had more than 900 calories a day for 2 years?
No, Maury, we take it in segments. The initial treatment, which is weight loss, consists of up to 8 weeks. Then there's a 2 weeks break for metabolic adjustment. And now we reintroduce her to different foods and more calories.
And more calories? Okay. We'll be back right after this because I'm sure we have lots of questions about this.
The creator of the award-winning television series Wild America comes a home video unlike anything you've ever seen. Here is the timeless drama of predator and prey, the stalker and the stalked. Yet these are encounters of incredible survival against all odds. These are nature's great escapes, captured in one of the most astonishing real-life films ever made, and available now for the first time in this special 1-hour video. Great Escapes brings you unforgettable excitement from the wildest lands in North America. Feel the heart-pounding suspense as great cats give chase and powerful raptors swoop on their prey. Yet this film celebrates the skill and instinct of the hunted and the breathtaking thrill of escape in nature's continual life and death drama. Great Escapes is filmed and narrated by Marty Stauffer, creator of the popular TV series Wild America. For 20 years, Marty has brought America's rich natural heritage to the screen as no one else can. Now, he's assembled the most electrifying escape scenes ever captured in the wilds of our own country. If you love nature, if you root for the underdog, this is your film. Call this toll-free number now and order Great Escapes for just $19.95. This original production is a must for every family and nature lover and is not available in stores. Order now and you'll also receive free the best of Wild America the first 10 years, from the only series ever to exclusively portray the wonders of American wildlife. That's right. Both of these extraordinary programs are yours for just $19.95. So call now.
For rush delivery, get your credit card ready and call 1-800-219-7500 or mail your check or money order to Great Escapes, 5959 Triumph Street, Department A, Commerce, California. Call 1-800-219-7500 right now.
Well, here it is that time of year again for the old chili open. Guess I better get that old golf bag and make sure everything's prepared. Let's see, driver, some irons, and here it is, the old Billy Baroo. Oh, Billy. Well, let's see what else might come in handy. Old snow shovel. Yeah, might need a snow shovel. Ice auger. Well, time to get in a few practice rounds. You know, I can hardly wait for a bowl of that chili. This year's chili open is Saturday, February 5th at the Allen County Fairgrounds. Gee, I hope my ball's around here somewhere.
you obviously had to get all new clothes for this. How much did it cost you to redo your whole wardrobe?
Funny thing you should ask. God bless all the patients at Lindora have kept me in clothes since I gave my fat clothes away. I've been getting them from all over Southern California, and it's really been a treat because one of the girls, one of the outfits that I have, was a gal who started out, and the day she gave me her clothes was the day she reached goal, and I was able to put on her blouse, and I said, now, this is where you came from, and she was just strutting around. It was really fun.
Good.
I just wanted to ask, is the relationship between the father and son okay now?
Well, I want to talk about that a little bit, that too. Yeah, what about it? How are you and Nathan getting along, Bruce?
We're getting along a lot better now.
Right. But we also must say you are all still in therapy.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
We're still in family counseling. We still have a lot to work on.
And I'm worried about
Right.
you, Nathan, because you have been one of my favorite guests throughout the tenure of this show. And if you need a friend, you feel too stressed out, if you think you need to call somebody, I'll give you my number, and I want you to call me, okay?
All right.
Okay?
Can you tell me if you had a problem in your teenage years with obesity?
Yes. It started when I was much younger.
Yeah.
It's what it was. It was to numb feelings.
Diana, you look beautiful, but listen, you've been away from that sex with this poor little Bruce for a long time. Give the guy a break.
Thank you.
But every night? Come on!
Thank you.
Nathan, do you think Nathan, do you think this is really just being a teenager too? I mean,
I think it's gone beyond that.
Well, I don't know. I have a teenage daughter, and sometimes it goes beyond it, and sometimes it doesn't. But this age is so fragile with their own sexuality and everything else going on that.
Well, I think it's a little bit to the extreme of just being a normal teenager, because a lot of
Your grades have gone down in school.
Grades have gone down.
Now, you're a smart kid, Nathan, and that is what really troubles me. That's why, if you have any problems, I want you to call me.
Hi. Hi. What kind of pressure did this play on your heart? I mean, I know that you were obese and it, you know, the fat cells and everything. What kind of a
physical
pressure on your heart?
Actually, believe it or not, as I was very fortunate that Dr. Stamper was in when I had the surgery. There were no hernias. My muscles were in excellent condition. I don't have high blood pressure. I have not had high blood pressure.
No diabetes?
No diabetes. I was in very good health.
When we come back, we're going to reintroduce Diana to her own mother-in-law, who hasn't seen Diana in over a year. So she hasn't seen Diana look like this. We'll be back after this message.
If you would like to join Maury in the studio audience, then call or write for free tickets. It's the Maury Povich Show, 221 West 26th Street, New York, New York, 10001. Or call 212-989-3622.
Before nightfall, 40,000 children will die from hunger and disease. 55 will die before I finish talking.
They're dying because to most of us, they're nameless, faceless masses, too numerous to help. But they each have a name, and they can be helped, one by one. If you can set aside 70 cents a day, $21 a month, then please call this number and sponsor a child like Maria. Maria might be a statistic now, if it weren't for Angela Toth, a homemaker from Michigan.
Before Angela sponsored Maria through Christian Children's Fund, the situation was very bad. Maria and her mother were alone and frightened. Maria's father had been kidnapped. And with no source of income, it's pretty tough to get along in this part of the country. But Maria will, thanks to Angela. Now they share pictures, letters, their joys, sadness.
Thousands of children, just as precious as Maria, die every day. Not because people are heartless, but because we feel powerless. How many times have you heard child mortality statistics and thought, the problem's so big, what can I do? You can do plenty. You can pick up the phone and save one child. That's a great feeling. Meet Jose, sponsored by Scott Blevins, a Florida technician.
Jose is just getting over pneumonia, which is usually fatal here. You see, where Jose lives, there's no clean water, no medicine, nothing but poverty. But with Scott's $21 a month, Christian Children's Fund is able to give Jose good food, clean water, warm clothes, and the penicillin that saved his life. The only thing we can't save you from is your schoolwork. Christian Children's Fund can do a lot with your $21.
Remember, your phone call can make a wonderful difference in the life of a child.
The number for Christian Children's Fund is on your screen. Please call it.
We'll send you the name and photo of a child you can sponsor.
As a secretarial student at ITT Tech, your daughter will be involved in much more than just typing.
The hard disk contains the operating system and the subdirectory files for the software needed in an office environment.
That instructor certainly knew what she was talking about.
Instructor? Oh, that was one of our students.
Find out more about ITT Technical Institute. Call now for this brochure. 1-800-942-0088.
Okay, now I know that you have not seen your mother-in-law, Jackie Rosenfeld, since you were way over 300 pounds, right? The last time? And she hasn't seen you. So she's gonna be surprised here. So let's hear. Jackie, are you here? This is Bruce's mother, Diana's mother-in-law. Are you here, Jack? Hi, Jackie. How are you, dear? Look at this. How about this? Go right up there.
Do you like it?
How about that? Jackie, turn around. What do you think?
I'm shocked. I'm really...
Well, that's great. There's your grandma, Nathan. Okay, I want to thank everybody for being here. Thank you so much, Diana. You say you want to lose another 50.
Yes.
I don't think you have to. But...
Excuse me.
Okay. Under Dr. Stamper's care, you do anything you want to. I thank you out there, everyone. Thanks for being with us. Thank you, Diana. Until next time, America. Monday, it's a story that involves a handsome FBI agent, his murdered informant turned mistress, and missing evidence. Monday.
A promotional fee has been provided by
Menopause, a natural change of life. All natural Rejuvex supplies important nutrients during and after menopause. Try Rejuvex.
TV's Joanne Liebler.
Fixing this toilet, tough. Cleaning it, no sweat. With 2,000 flushes, Chlorine Clear Tablet. Clean stains up to 4 months. 2,000 flushes.
Extracts, so they're effective and fresh smelling. Botanicals are one air freshener that really refreshes the air. So wave goodbye to your old air freshener and try new Airwick Botanicals, the refreshing air freshener.
Is Derek or Lucas the father of her baby? Mimi gets the answer on All My Children next.
When white supremacists spread hate and bigotry, this town found an incredible way to fight back. Religion and faith, new on the American agenda on ABC's World News Tonight.
If you think eating fish is healthy, don't miss our major undercover investigation. You won't believe what we found. Before you pick up the catch of the day, catch Primetime tonight.
A message from Blackburn and Green.
If you've been injured in an automobile or motorcycle accident, you need good legal advice from an experienced attorney. An attorney who will listen to you before giving you that advice. An attorney who will take your case to trial to obtain the compensation that you deserve for your injury and suffering. Call Blackburn and Green now for a free appointment. As always, there is no attorney fee until we make a recovery for you.
A message from Blackburn and Green, attorneys for injured people.
There's a right way to lose weight and a wrong way. Starve yourself and fight your body, or diet the sensible, healthy way with Biothin. 50 vitamins, minerals, and nutrients help you control your appetite. And Biothin works with your own metabolism while you take the weight off and keep it off. You can't get Biothin in any store, so call this number now and give your body what it needs to make your diet work. Wholesome, healthy Biothin.
We've got the stuff from the Sports Illustrated swimsuit shoot that the magazine won't dare show you, exclusively on Entertainment Tonight.
Thursday night at 5:30 on 21 Alive.
At 5, the latest from Akron on the URW Michelin talks about Uniroyal Goodrich.
Wow. Lab didn't waste any time.
Aren't you going to open it?
You know, 5 years ago, tests like this might have taken weeks.
5 years ago, they couldn't do a paternity test by DNA matching of blood samples.
Miracle of modern science, huh?
Hey, look, if you want to be alone to open it, I'll
No, I'm sorry. I'm a little nervous.
That makes two of us. Well, go ahead. Open it. Tell me, am I Danielle's father?
I'm gonna get you back for this.
Oh, promises, promises.
Okay. This is silly. I have not felt this foolish since sorority hazing.
Well, there's your problem. You see, I try to feel foolish on a daily basis.
Okay, are we there?
Yes, we are here.
Then when can I take the blindfold off?
Now's as good a time as any.
Okay. Edmund is taking her out for the afternoon. Please, all to ourselves.
Now, where have I heard that before?
No, this time I promise. No interruptions, I promise. Stupid door.
You better hurry up.
Oh, I gotta mark these keys.
Time is up.
Oh, Terrence, I can't concentrate.
Yeah, well, you better, or this is going to become one very hot hallway.
Oh, I don't think the neighbors would like that very much.
That's too bad.
I dare you to try that again inside.
Really?
Yes.
Julia.
Papa.
Mr. Santos.
Now, I gotta see about getting us some dinner. What do you want to do?
Play video games?
Video games? I don't know. I'd much rather you read your library books, huh?
Oh, please, Mommy, please.
Okay. But only until dinner, all right? And then after dinner, you and me will read the library books, okay?
Okay.
I love you, sweetie.
I love you too, Mommy.
Come on. Only until dinner.
You have a minute you can spare me?
Adam, if you're here to tell me what a rotten person I am, you could just save your breath, all right? I already know.
Mrs. Allen, you have to help me. What? I don't know who's having more fun with those Where big can I hide? What? There isn't any time to explain. You have to help me hide, please.